I have no links with any communal association and no links with RSS also. That is very clear. Now, as regards other questions.
Actually, I'm sorry, I have a follow-up on that. Thank you, Nandita, for raising it. The question is not whether you are a member or you are not.
Yes.
What bothered us and what bothered me personally is the phrasing of your statement where you said, I don't see what is wrong, what is the problem with RSS. Yeah. So, my question is to you is, do you not see the problem with the RSS?
No. What I wanted to say is that RSS is one of the associations, as there are many other associations in India. It has not been banned. So that's why I say, what is the problem? That's all.
So if I understand you correctly, because it has not been banned, you have no problem with it, correct?
No, not like that. But what I mean to say is that, as there are other associations, it is one of them. That's all I want.
But the RSS is not another organization. Do we agree on that?
Yeah. Yes.
So what is the difference between the RSS and other organizations?
RSS playing a communal card. It has got Hindu Rashtra philosophy, which I am against it.
But this is not what was reflected in the Naveen Times article.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. I'm sure you're a good person and you mean well. I would perhaps you should put an explicit statement on the Naveen Times saying I was misrepresented.
Okay.
Yeah, and that there is a problem with the RSS. It is playing a communal card which is problematic.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Can I just come in that please, because this requires a little bit of clarification, because I know this has been the accusation that has been hurled upon us that we are some kind of a B team of the RSS, etc., this is genuinely hurting us to reach out to the people. I think Dr. Desai has been very clear, and he's upfront even when he goes up for any of the meetings, that he has been a part of the BJP for a number of years because he thought that it was a lesser of the two evils as far as the Congress and the BJP is concerned. And as far as Swati is concerned, that is a typical Congress game. She's got nothing to do with the RSS, the BJP, or anything of that sort. I think the point here, I think that that one sort of sometimes gets entangled in, especially in a place like Goa, is, for instance, I have many friends who are in the RSS. Does not make me an RSS man. And I have many friends who are in the Congress. It doesn't make me a corrupt person. So the Congress is corrupt. And the RSS is absolutely abominable as far as its philosophy is concerned. But sometimes we get a little bit confused with the kind of people we are dealing with and with the ideology that party or that particular group tends to profess. I think what is very important for us to understand, and at least Aam Aadmi Party Goa, I'm not sure about the rest of the country, I am very clear that if anybody from any party, whether ex-BJP, ex-Congress, whatever, because the party is in the field, if they decide that they've had enough with the rubbish that those parties have been throwing up and come and join Aam Aadmi Party, we have absolutely no problem, and we are not going to stick labels to these people at all. But we are very clear that the rubbish politics that the Congress practices of defections and of corruption and of taking this very country down the tube is something we will not allow to happen in Aam Aadmi Party. And you can be absolutely sure that Dr. Desai will not be going on a skate to throw down a mosque somewhere. You can be clear about this.
Main difference, traditional parties and Aam Aadmi Party, major difference. Traditional parties election of पहिली तोडतीस येतात, चिकन सोरो पैसे दितात, इलेक्ट जातात आणि 5 वर्सां गायब जातात. कोणी तांचे म्हऱ्यान गेलो जाल्यार ते तांकां सांगतात तूं कित्याक आयला, तूं कोण, हांव आय एम सपोज टू डिसायड. दुसऱ्याक थोड्याक सांगता ते तुजें मत विकती घेतलो मरे, तूं कित्याक आयलो म्हजे म्हऱ्यान, आय पेड यू फॉर द वोट. Aam Aadmi Party is totally different from that. Aam Aadmi Partycho MLA किंवा MP is the only person who loses the right the day he gets elected to decide what to be done. He is only an implementer. Aam Aadmi Party's MLA and MP will approach the people and ask them what is to be done. He is not supposed to decide. So he will approach the people and whatever people say he will have to do. He loses the right to decide. He will only implement what people say. This is the assurance you will get based on the process by which Aam Aadmi Party would be deciding on this issue.
Because politics is a very, very difficult job. Democracy is a very, very difficult job simply because as an activist, you can have one position and remain with your position. But as a politician or as a Democrat or as a party, as a political party, and in democracy, you've got to take conflicting opinions of various groups and then come to some kind of a cogent solution which may not be perfect for everybody. But that's the way democracy, unfortunately, that's the nature of the beast. So that's the way it works. So if we say no casinos, I'm fine with no casinos, but we must, this is our responsibility as a political party, we must have a plan of how we are going to economically rehabilitate those people. I'm not talking about the big sharks like Jaidev Modi and whatever. I'm talking about the people who are working there. What is our plan to economically rehabilitate them? We can't give them a solution like go become farmers and go become fishermen. We have to have an economic plan for them, and only then can we get the casinos out. So my argument is that you can't go with a bazooka and bulldoze those casinos out of the Mandavi River. What you need to do first is we need to put our heads together, we need to get investment, we need to get entrepreneurs to work in, we need to first get some economic structure in place to absorb those people who are going to be out of a job because they're going to be out of casinos, and then systematically break down the casinos. It will never happen. You'll have chaos on the streets. If you have those people who are unemployed, like it happened with the mining sector, you had all those workers coming out the streets and creating violence. Then as a political party, you can't say, oh no, activists will say, that's not our business. If they are creating violence, now it's your baby. You handle it as a political party. That time also the activists have to be with us to be able to handle what agitations come on the street. Democracy is about taking everyone's views. It may not be the perfect right view, in my opinion, but it has to be everyone's view. So this is my argument as far as this is concerned.
On every issue, when you start an agitation, there is a discussion. There is a plan of action. Now here, even on the casinos, there has been agitation, but instead of phasing out, we didn't say you close them immediately. Instead of phasing out, we are finding the casinos are growing. So that is the issue. Instead of retreating,
no, I agree. So this is a point that even we have made very clear. But one must get ideas from the public.
Once we become a party, that is our issue.
No.
Once we become a party,
it's not just accusing a party of being some kind of. A political party has to have an economic plan. That's the bottom line. You need to provide jobs. You need to get people to work. That is the way a political party works. There's no other option.
Exactly.
Now, you and I can afford. I'm a doctor. I'm earning well. She's a teacher. She's earning well. Somebody else is an engineer earning well. So it's perfectly all right for us to give moral science lecture. But I have gone out into the mining belt, and we hardly get any support there because they come to us and say, so what do I do about that? Unless I have a solution to that, I cannot wax eloquent about environment and about everything else. I'm sorry, a political party has
मायनिंग असू जावं कॅसिनो असू आम्ही पयलीं लोकांक भितर घालता आनी मागीर आमी गोवा घालता पूण ती पॉलिसीज जेन्ना फ्रेम करता तेन्ना तेका करेक्ट तेका हें आसपाक जाय पॉलिसी फ्रेमिंग इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट पॉलिसी इम्प्लिमेंटेशन इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट ते पीपल्स पार्टिसिपेशनानूच जावंक जाय सगळें दॅट इज द वे आनी लोकांचो भितर आसूंक जाय आसपाक अदरवायज पळय आतां एसीझड पॉलिसी गोंयान खातीर हाडली लोकांच्या भितर कांय खबरूच ना कितें पॉलिसी म्हणटा ती आनी आमच्या गांवांत साद्या गांवांत हाडून ती आमच्या माथ्यार मारली आणि जेन्ना लोकांनी एज्युकेशन केलें तेन्ना खंय तरी पॉलिसी स्क्रॅप जावपाचो विचार जालो पूण पयलींच जर लोकांक तेजेर अवेरनस आशिल्लें जाल्यार हें जाता लोकांक अक्षरशः दीस रात रस्त्यार येवचें पडटा ह्या गोश्टी खातीर पूण पॉलिसी सुद्दां फ्रेम जाता आसतना प्रत्येकाचें पार्टिसिपेशन व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट इकॉनॉमी फक्त आमी एकूच एम्प्लॉयमेंट कन्सेप्ट घेवन जर आमी फुडें गेली जाल्यार गोंयचें डिस्ट्रक्शन जाता आनी कोण थांबोवपाक शकपाचें ना त्या खातीर सगळ्यांचे अवेरनस सगळेंच आमी कन्सिडर करूनच फुडें वचपाक जाय.
But we are very clear on casinos, we are very clear on the mining sector. We are very clear, I think, that we have no negotiation policy on the casinos. Of course, how we break it down is a different story.
Portuguese passport is going abroad. They are not doing for degree.
Shall pass this question.
One minute. Any Goan, so many Goans, I think more than, I don't know how many, more than number right now. Any Goan who is going abroad, they are not going for picnics.
For the employment that they are having.
They are only going because that facility, although Portugal they traveled to work, we know that. But after that they left from here, there was facility available for the Goans who are eligible. to take the nationality. And they went only for better process. As you all know, that it's like a gateway to going to Europe. And going to Europe and living there in America, wherever it is not a joke, you have to work very hard. Because the standard of living is very high. You cannot just idle yourself, you cannot get money. The standard is very high. So what is the standard? Like, they are not going for picnic.
We frankly haven't had a deliberation on this. We haven't had a discussion. I think the common sense stands. I don't know.
We have a sympathetic attitude.
Yeah, of course you have to have the sympathy.
No, you agree? Whether you
Before we wrap up, one is Manish Sisodia from New Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal's right-hand man, rather Aam Aadmi Party's right-hand man is also coming on the 29th at Azad Maidan in the evening. Please do attend and bring all your family and friends. 5:30 p.m.